Hello, anything out there? Probably not. Okay, audio works, and time to do this thing. Woo-doo-woo. What's recommended? Ooh, I haven't done that yet. Let's hope there's not too many spoilers. That's an interesting place to go to. Just doing voice today. Okay, what's the easiest way to get there? I think it's gonna be through the water will be the easiest. Through the water we go. Ooh, lag. What's that for? This game gives the weirdest lag sometimes for no reason.
That can't be right. Oh, but what if they're real after all? No, that can't be. But what if there's a chance?
A chance what's real?
Greetings, miss. Is there something that's bothering you?
Oh, no, it's nothing. I'm Della Roche, the representative of the Fontaine Fishing Association. How can I help you?
We received your permission request. Did we? I'm not 100% sure. I didn't read the thing.
Oh, so you're adventurers. Oh, finally, someone has heard my prayers.
Paimon could tell you were really bothered by something. Don't worry, you've got two super experienced adventurers right here. We'll take...
Oh, you are exactly the helpers I need. See, the problem is that the fish around a fishing spot at Araneus have just all up and vanished recently.
Well, that's not good.
They disappeared too quickly for it to have been the work of human anglers. As the representative of the Fishing Association, I had planned to go and investigate the area right away.
But what? What you?
Right, but unfortunately, as the representative of the Fishing Association, there are a few other errands that I absolutely have to run. So
you'd like us to investigate the spot for you?
exactly, you're right on the Mora. So I thought I could delegate this work to you. Are you two some kind of prophets, knowing exactly what I was going to say like that? Or maybe like the oracles you read about in fairy tales.
Really no.
Yeah,
And
we're just really experienced in this kind of thing, that's all.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'll get a good night's sleep knowing the two of you are on the case.
But don't we just need to investigate the missing fish? It really doesn't sound too difficult.
yeah, what aren't you saying?
No, you mustn't let your guard down. As the representative of the Fishing Association, I have good reason to believe that the fish have gone missing due to an encounter with the water imps.
The heck is that?
Yes, you're both Outlanders, right? Our local fairy tales often speak of a terrifying underwater creature called thelxie. The story our parents would tell us was always the same. If we went to the water alone, then we'd be snatched away and eaten by a water imp called thelxie.
A child-eating water imp? Did they tell you what it looked like?
My father would always describe it as a beautiful, multicolored snake woman, while my mother said it had a handsome face. It's really strange, though, because you'd also hear other people describe it as just a chubby penguin with a deceptive appearance. Even though the tales vary regarding its appearance, Everyone agrees that it's really dangerous. It lives in an underwater cave surrounded by pallid bones and uses its sensitive nose to track down lonely children who've lost their way. And once it finds a child, it uses its alluring singing voice to lure them into the water before swallowing them all. Pretty terrifying, isn't it?
Well, that does sound terrifying.
Sounds kinda scary. But
True.
isn't that pretty normal for a fairy tale? After all, those kinds of stories are usually made up to help keep children away from danger.
But what if the fairy tale was inspired by a real-life tale? Just like how a water vein always has a source.
Do you have concrete evidence?
Well, I wouldn't call it evidence per se, but I've heard some rumors lately. They say that someone recently saw a child walk into the water as if he was possessed by something. Doesn't that sound just like he was responding to the call of a water imp?
Or he was walking into the water.
So you mean someone really got eaten by a water imp?
Nah, this doesn't sound 100%.
It's all hearsay, so it's hard to confirm. But still, they all say this happened on Irenaeus. That's no laughing matter if you ask me. Both the Opera House and the Fountain of Lucine were built there, and the sources of many water veins can be traced to the island as well. Combine that with the mysterious mist, the huge tree with expansive underground roots, and the rumor that the fish-heps on the island can understand human language. Is it really so shocking that an island so shrouded in mystery could harbor a terrifying water imp as well?
Why does Paimon feel like you're pulling our leg? You're just piling on the rumors now. Still, if someone's really been hurt, then we can't just ignore the situation, right, Traveler?
I'm with Paimon on this one. It really does sound like she's pulling her leg. Go check it out.
Marvelous. Then I'll just mark the stretch of water on your map. Don't forget that no matter what, safety always comes first.
Safety third. Investigate the waters where the fish have disappeared from. Oh. Looks like it's where in the island where the lake light lilies are. Ooh, down this way. I don't think there was a closer waypoint. Faster to run. Run, 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 run.
Is this the stretch of water Delaroche was talking about?
Investigate the
It
footprints
looks
on
really
the shore.
peaceful. Huh? Look, there's some footprints over there.
They look like human footprints.
These look pretty fresh. Did the water imp get someone again? Let's look around. Wait, did you hear something just now?
No. Oh, gurgling noises. But the water's so shallow. Oh, it's Fuminate.
What is that? Don't come any closer!
Paimon? Traveler?
Fuminate.
I'm sorry. I forgot I was still wearing this.
Vermine!
Paimon, are you okay?
Paimon nearly mistook you for a water imp. Thank goodness it was just you wearing your helmet.
Huh? A water imp?
We're investigating a water imp called thelxie.
thelxie, you say? How surprising.
Huh? You know that name too? Or do you know someone else who's trying to investigate the water imp?
No, I think our situations are probably unrelated.
What's up with
Sure,
you?
if that's in order.
No, just not an order, just what's up.
I know the name because of one of my employers. She noticed the clockwork penguins I brought to the workshop and contacted me through the shop's owner. She has commissioned me to make a special toy. Following her request, I've named the toy thelxie.
Huh? But isn't it a little creepy to name a toy after a water imp? Wait, hold on! Fremina, you never take commissions from other people!
Yeah, but, she made a special request, but out of respect for her privacy, I can't really talk about it. It's alright though. She'll be coming over to check on my progress shortly, and I'll just tell her that you're two of my trustworthy companions. Hearing that, she might be willing to share some information, and you'll be able to continue with your investigation.
Huh. Even though you seem a little cold and reserved sometimes, you're still really considerate. Our target isn't necessarily the water imp, though. We're primarily here to investigate the disappearance of the fish.
The fish?
What happened? I laugh it's him that made the fish disappear.
Ah, I think I may have connected the dots. These past few weeks, I've been taking thelxie for underwater testing every day. The pressure testing makes a lot
Yep.
of noise. So, all that about the disappearing fish? Well, it was probably because of me.
So that's all it was? That actually makes a lot of sense. Wait, so could that mean the child we heard about who walked into the water was also...
Just Femini preparing for another day of work.
I think that's quite likely as well.
Whew. So in the end, it was just Fremine. Paimon spent all this time imagining what a water imp from the fairy tales might look like, and it all turns out to be just a hoax.
Why are you disappointed, Paimon? Jeez, you imagine how freaking scared you would have been.
I'm sorry. It sounds like I've created a lot of trouble for everyone else as well. I'll try to finish this commission as soon as possible. Once I'm done, the fish should come back.
Yeah, let's just help.
Thanks for offering. But I can't trouble you any more than I already have.
Hey, it's no trouble at all. Didn't you just call us your trustworthy companions? Companions are all about helping each other, you know?
But don't you need to report back to your commissioner?
Nope, that's not how it works. See, Paimon's got these commissioner types all figured out, even though we were just tasked with finding out why the fish had gone missing. If we tell them now that it was all just a misunderstanding, you can bet they'd just immediately hand us another commission to help them get the fish back.
That actually makes sense.
Exactly! So if we can help you finish up your work and get the fish back, that would save us an extra trip!
Is that what you'd like to do as well?
Paimon's definitely right.
Huh.
All hail
Alright,
Paimon.
I'll trust your judgment. Please follow me. I've made a makeshift camp over there.
Makeshift camp.
I've
This-
stored thelxie in the tent. He can respond to some simple verbal commands. You can try calling his name and see if he'll come over.
Whoa!
Background music for scratch. Talk to thelxie.
So that's Fremine Fimene's version of thelxie. It's also penguin-shaped, just like Pear.
Yep. Had thelxie lived in Penguin Town, he'd probably have become great friends with Pear.
Penguin Town, where's that?
It's not really anywhere famous or important. Don't worry about it.
Hey, thelxie. Nice to meet you. Do you know how to say hello?
Can thelxie talk?
I wanted to install a language output module, but due to time constraints, I had to give up on the idea. As it stands, thelxie can only output messages that were pre-written into its motherboard. I haven't given him the ability to convert those messages into discernible words, so he can't really talk to us just yet.
No need to get so technical. So basically, you want us to help you complete and install this language module, right?
No, there's no need. That wasn't one of my employer's requests. It was just something I wanted to try.
Give it a voice.
I have 2 other things I'd like your help with.
Okay.
The first is to do some integration testing on thelxie's motherboard, to make sure he will be able to function properly in most situations.
That doesn't sound too hard. And what's the other thing?
The other shouldn't take too long either. You'll need to find thelxie some colorful shells and coral, so I can craft a weapon for him.
A weapon? Will thelxie have to fight?
Mm-hmm. Thelxie will need to be able to charge forward with a weapon in hand, like that brave prince of legend. It's a part of my employer's
Who
request.
the heck is your employer?
What an imaginative employer. Naming thelxie after a water imp, but wanting him to look like a prince?
Well, regardless of his role or species, thelxie's purpose is the same. Just like Pear, he has come to this world to serve as somebody's companion.
Beep, beep, beep.
Whoa, thelxie just said something again! Could he understand what we were just talking about?
He can react to certain key words, but unfortunately, due to the lack of a translation module, he still can't quite communicate with us.
That's a pity. But anyway, the most important thing right now is for us to get to work. Maybe let's start by doing some testing on the motherboard. That sounds like something we can do here in the camp.
Sounds good. The motherboard is on my workbench, so please follow me.
Follow Frimine. Follow, follow, follow.
Ah, here we go. I have this testing manual. Want to give it a try?
I'll give it a try.
Okay. Knowing you...
Debug. Okay, this seems basic. Oh, which, okay. Oh. I get it. Like that. Debugging successful.
A blade embraces its duty.
You're doing well. Just as I expected.
We've taken on a lot of similar tasks before, you know.
Similar tasks like what?
Then let's move on to the underwater part. It's just as I mentioned earlier. We're after colorful shells and coral. Oh, speaking of which, you're both already pretty used to Fontaine's underwater environment, right?
More or less.
Okay, that's good. Just let me know if you ever feel uncomfortable. I'll make sure to stay right by your side.
Water Imp's conjecture. Go to the body of water Frimine mentioned. Okay, let's just go straight in here. Weirdest lag. Like there's absolutely nothing going on there. But here, where there is stuff going on, no lag. But there's a waypoint. No. Also, that reminds me. Okay, no, nothing's counted yet.
It should be right over there. We'll be able to find something that'll help us with our search. This is it. We call this thing an echoing conch. It can detect special reflection waves in the water to help us with all kinds of underwater exploration and excavation effort. Did you notice any interesting places? The echoing conch should have detected some just now. Let's go check them out.
Yeah, the one there. Inscribed shell. 4 fathom 5. thelxie lies. Of his bones are coral made. Why can't we check the inscribed shell? Maybe it's important for something else. No more inscribed shells there.
Alright, these should be enough. Let's head back to camp. Thank you for staying out here with me all this time.
Back to camp, back to camp. No, not that. This one. No, there's no close by waypoint. Think swimming might be easier. Why am I going that way? Maybe I should get a waypoint here. I just don't see it. I just don't see the waypoint. Let me just take a quick look, yeah. Okay, it's here behind the freaking bushes. Zuia this tree.
Ah, Fremine, you're back. I thought you might have been out diving.
I'm sorry, Madame d'Estray. I must have kept you waiting. I can report, though, that the construction of thelxie is going quite smoothly.
There's no rush. I'm your employer, not your supervisor.
She's not gonna ask about
And these two
the...
are...
Where she is.
Oh, they're two of my trustworthy companions. They're here to help me work on thelxie.
Yes, I see. I suppose it's only natural for someone responsible like you to have some reliable friends.
It's really nice to meet you, Madame d'Estray. Are you Femine's employer? Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Greetings, my new friends. Just call me Zuria. You are both so adorable. The sight of you reminds me of little fairies under a cottage roof.
Oh, do you really think so?
You, I look like a fairy too.
Of course. If my child had friends like you, then perhaps he wouldn't have become so obsessed with the tales of water imps. and I wouldn't have had to trouble Fremine here with this commission.
Obsessed with the tales of water imps?
Ah, so you don't know anything about my request yet? I would have thought Fremine had explained it to you already.
Well, Fremine told us that it was a private matter, so he didn't want to just share it willy-nilly.
I see. So Monsieur Fremine is even more discreet than I had thought. As you are assisting him with the project, I believe it'll be beneficial for you to learn more about its vision and history. But it would be quite impolite of me to simply pile all of my troubles on you without your permission. So, would you like to listen?
Yes.
Sure, you can tell us
Ah, what a lovely little fairy. Then let me think of a way to put my situation into words. I'm sure you're already familiar with the tale of the water imps, right? Simply put, parents came up with a story, painting water imps as scary abductors in an effort to convince their children to stay away from the water. My child is rather special, however. While most other children are terrified of thelxie, he's infatuated with him.
Well, that was bound to happen. At least one
infatuated
person.
with a water imp? What a brave soul.
Yes, he told me that he thought the water imp might have just been misunderstood. In his mind, instead of singing to abduct children, the water imp actually sang out of a longing for companionship. As a result, he often goes near the water in secret.
Huh. So he wanted to become friends with the water imp so it wouldn't be lonely any longer? What a unique way of thinking.
Thank you, little Paimon. He indeed has always stood out from the crowd. He was actually diagnosed with loneliness syndrome when he was only 8 years old.
What the heck is that?
It's a type of mental disorder. Those affected by it often feel extremely lonely and lose interest in many mundane activities. The syndrome is probably what made him so determined to become friends with the water imp.
Oh no. Is it a very serious disorder?
If you were to become afflicted with the disorder, Paimon, you would only be able to say less than a fraction of the words you're saying to the traveler now.
No! Paimon won't accept that! We would have to find a doctor to help cure Paimon. Paimon has a 2,000-word quota for daily conversations with the traveler, and she won't settle for a single word less!
The family doctor has already begun to treat my son, but since the disorder is rare, there aren't many good regimens for treatment. He's also developed some new symptoms lately, such as uncontrollable delusions.
Huh? Uncontrollable what now?
Uncontrollable delusions. To put it simply, he can no longer differentiate between fantasy and reality, and spends all his time in his fantasy world.
That sounds sad.
Then what is he seeing in his fantasy world?
It's a dream that he often mentioned to me when he was younger. I've compiled what I could understand of his recent rambling. It goes a bit like this.
Once upon a time, there was a splendid magnificent underwater kingdom of water imps on the thelxie plain 500 feet beneath the surface. Once upon a time, there was a... Oh, wait. I'm reading the same part again. Surface... Oh, it's not the same part. Once upon a time, there was a splendid, magnificent underwater kingdom of water imps on the thelxie place 500 feet beneath the surface. Countless lovely water imps lived in houses made of rainbow shells and corals, tending to sea animals during the day and singing between fields of golden didalga during the night. Everyone led carefree and blessed lives until the day of the iridescent parade, the important festival during which the new king would be crowned. For the festival, all water imps would select the most precious pearl they owned, wrap the golden branches and leaves, and offer it to their most beloved prince. During the day of the parade, the prince would cross the rainbow bridge made from all the offered shells to accept the crown from his father amid the applause of his subjects. Finally, the new king would bless everyone with his well wishes. And the prince's name is none other than thelxie.
Amazing! Your son came up with all of this? He really crafted a lovely fairy tale world for thelxie.
But perhaps no beautiful dream can ever last long. You see, the story ended with a twist.
A twist. Day of the iridescent parade came as expected, but countless monsters also arrived alongside the prince. The monsters were evil and cruel, and they struck fear into all the water imps' hearts. The water imps, adept at singing as they were, could not defend themselves against the monsters, so the kingdom fell. The king was killed, and the water imps were locked behind bars. The rainbow bridge lost its color and crumbled away. The prince was barely able to escape with the help of a mysterious masked individual, but he had already lost everything and could only spend his days singing mournful songs. And just as the prince sang out of loneliness, so he could only be heard by similarly
How
lonely
could the
children.
story end like this? Is that kind of fantasizing what caused your son to develop his loneliness syndrome?
Well, it'd be more accurate to say that it was the syndrome that caused such terrible delusions to manifest. But in any case, the biggest problem is the patient eventually loses themselves to the fantasy world of their own creation.
What you
My
mean?
poor child can no longer differentiate between imagination and reality. He's begun to see himself as thelxie.
Perhaps in his mind, the loneliness he felt became the same as that of a prince who lost everything he ever loved.
What? So that's what you meant by
Alas, most of the time he acts as if he can no longer sense or interact with the real world at all. I've had several discussions with the doctor, and we think it is best
Something
to try to
odd's
guide
going
his
on, yeah.
fantasy.
Heidi's
He once
fantasy.
wanted to make a picture book of his imaginary world. But since the disorder progressed too quickly, he never quite got past the first page of the book. If we could use this book as a breakthrough for his condition. Here, you can take a look.
So Zuria's son also saw thelxie as a penguin. Oh, he looks so sad.
What we should do now is help him complete this picture book. However, we'll lead the story to a different ending. One where the water imp prince is eventually able to restore his kingdom with the help of his... We'll need to chase away his loneliness and sorrow, and let him perceive a world full of hope again.
But if we just need to finish the picture book, why does Fremine need to make a thelxie as well?
Because we need to treat the book's story seriously, as if it's a history of things that have really happened. We'll need to go on a journey like thelxie, and help him regain his crown and country. But my child can no longer go on a journey of his own. This is why I commissioned Fremine.
Ah, like a stand-in for your son! Paimon's starting to get it now. Oh, you really...
There are some ruins on the seabed of the Salacia Plains. I've already asked Fremine to research them for me. We'll be able to use one of the ruins as the kingdom.
Oh, so we'll just need to act out a performance of, a brave journey through the kingdom of water imps. As long as we...
Sadly, no. We won't just be putting on a performance. It's just as Zurius...
So we'll be playing it straight? Or, making it a fully immersive experience? Oh, neither of those really sound right. Well, either way, we'll still
We
be
got
able to help.
this.
It's all right. There's no need to get that serious. It's not a big deal. I believe in my son. We can just see this as him wanting to stay asleep for a bit longer, because he's so enamored with his dream.
Zuria...
Keep your spirits up, everyone. If we were to look troubled, my son is sure to become anxious as well. I should be heading back right about... We temporarily moved to a place on the hill over there, so my son will have a better spot to convalesce. It's not far from the water, and there's also a great view.
Understood. There's also one last thing. Since these two friends were able to help me out, I've made some more progress on thelxie. I estimate that he should be ready sometime tomorrow.
Sometime tomorrow, you
That's
say.
great news. I must thank you all. With that in mind, how about we meet here in 2 days' time to head to the Kingdom of Water Imps?
Sounds
All
good.
right, everyone. Let's meet again in another 2 days.
Zeria sure is a brave and optimistic lady. Fremine, do you think her plan will work out?
Let's discuss that over by the tent. There were a few things that I didn't bring up because the Madame was here.
Like, what didn't you bring up? Up. thelxie development log. Crimine.
What is it, Fremine? What did you want to say?
If you don't mind me asking, I would like the two of you to mentally prepare yourselves.
Mentally prepare yourself for what? What is going on that no one's talking about?
This is the first time that you've met anyone with the syndrome, right? I know you two are both really strong and will do everything you can to help the child. But with the syndrome being the way it is, if things don't quite turn out as we wish, I hope you'll be able to accept the outcome and not put too much blame on yourselves.
Fremine, why do you bring this up all of a sudden? Didn't we just promise Zeria that we'll be optimistic about everything working out?
It's not that I'm not optimistic. It's just...
You know this illness really well.
Ah, so that's why you looked like you knew exactly what she was talking about. Wait, Fremine, don't tell Paimon that you also...
No. Please don't misunderstand. I've never had it. I've just seen many cases of it at the House of the Hearth, back when we lived under the previous director. They say there are many factors surrounding the development of this illness. I've heard everything from hereditary factors and one's state of mind, to environmental factors, and even leyline disorder
Contamination from
effects.
God remains.
Some even say it could be caused by contamination from God remains. And from the cases I've seen, there weren't many positive outcomes. In the worst cases, the patient could even...
What? It could get that serious? And here Paimon thought they'd just stop talking as much.
Yeah, that's just the nature of it. So if you'll find it difficult to cope with the worst case scenario, I would prefer that you back out right now. I don't want you to help only to feel like you failed.
Done that enough.
Yeah, that's right. Paimon's seen all of those things too. No matter how hard it might get, we won't be scared.
Really? Then in that case, let's see this real-life fantasy adventure together to the end.
Yeah! But Paimon has a question. If this illness can really be as bad as you've described, then do you really... After all, we'll just be using a toy as thelxie and some ruins as the Kingdom of Water Imps. The whole adventure will only be turned into a picture book for her son to read.
Well, I think it should be able to do something. To harbor a fantasy, but if we can help him regain control and escape from the darkness, we'll be able to change his world. Like helping someone who's lost their voice be...
Oh, Paimon sees what you're saying now.
Well, maybe because I've also had many of my own dreams
Penguin
in the
Town.
past. I even had my own fairy tale world, much like that boy's. I was able to draw a lot of support from it, so I believe in the power of fantasy worlds.
To the Penguin Town you mentioned.
So you remembered.
What Penguin Town? Why doesn't Paimon remember? Is that also a fairy tale world? Don't leave Paimon in the dark!
Suddenly, Femini pulls out a diving helmet and puts it on his head.
Hey, why did you put that on?
Because he's embarrassed.
It's just one of my personal quirks. Please pay it no mind. Anyway, Penguin Town is a peaceful place, and Pear is the town's triumphant hero, as well as the one who quietly protects the whole place.
Pear? But didn't you make Pear yourself?
Paimon, you're not following.
Well, I often think that Pear only came to me because he realized how much I needed him. So it's not so much that I made Pear, as Pear chose me as his friend.
Fremine, are you sure you're not losing control of your fantasies as well?
No, I don't think so. I can still differentiate between fantasy and reality. I just believe that the fairy tale world of my dreams must also exist somewhere. It might just be hidden, which is why it's difficult to see. Or it will only reveal itself at very specific times.
Specific times? Like when you put on your diving helmet?
Yeah, that's the general idea of it.
Really? Paimon just said that because you put on your helmet.
This Paimon is so blunt.
Have you ever observed the surface world from underwater? It's as if you're viewing a whole different world from the outside. I have a similar feeling when I put on my diving helmet. In those moments, it's possible to see some truly...
Really? Like a miracle?
Now I want to try your helmet too.
Well, if that's in order.
No. Just kidding.
Hey, don't you still need time to work on thelxie's weapon? We don't want to keep you from finishing your commission.
Right. I still have to collect some tools I'll need to craft the weapon. Thanks for all of your help. I'll be off for now.
Waterim's Conjecture Part 1 complete. Random lag. Morse code. Yeah, I gotta do that just now.
So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
Wait until 2 days later. 1, 2.
Is your child feeling any better?
Thank you for your concern, Fremine. His condition is fairly stable. The family doctor said we might be able to take him out for a stroll today.
Zuria, Fremine, we're here!
Seems like everyone's arrived now.
Not quite. Aren't we missing someone? But Paimon has a guess where he might be. Hey, thelxie! Whoa! thelxie's got himself a sword and a shield now. He's looking sharp.
Indeed. With his weapons in hand, thelxie looks more formidable than ever. You've really outdone yourself, Fremine.
We helped too.
Yes, you really had a good eye for materials. Everything you found was high quality. Speaking of which, Zuria just told me that she wants to end the adventure with the coronation ceremony. You can just keep an eye out for them on our way to the ruins. I was planning to collect the materials myself, but then I realized you might be able to find some prettier ones than what I could get my hands on.
Consider it done.
Looks like everything's ready to go. Shall we head out?
Please wait a moment. I was just thinking. Since thelxie has already shown us his brand new appearance, we may already be able to draw a new page in the picture book. What do you think?
Ooh, Paimon's excited now.
What should we draw on the page?
Why don't we use the story we know as a reference? Just make the atmosphere a bit less grim.
So we'll take out the sad parts and replace them with happier stuff? Sounds great to Paimon.
All right, I'll give it a try. I'm not very adept at drawing, but I've seen a lot of art during my work. Now, as far as the actual content of the drawing,
That
please tell
sounds
me
like
what
me.
you'd like to see.
I don't know how to draw, but I've seen a lot of people draw. Proceeds to try and draw and then friggin' looks terrible.
Let me think. We can draw the weapon.
Okay, I'll add the weapons. Anything else?
Paimon wants to give him some friends. Thelxie's got some friends by his side now, so he's no longer fighting alone.
Okay, I'll also draw some companions.
Oh
Anything
heck
else?
no. You say bad joy, that's like friggin'. I forget to add some color.
Ah, color, yes, that's really important. The road in front of him now will no longer be just grayscale, but who would have thought the page could have become so inspiring? How wonderful! Splendid ideas, everyone.
Great! Everyone looks super pumped up. Thelxie most of all.
Are you seeing this, my son? Are you feeling inspired by this as well?
Something strange going on here.
I'm sure he is, Zarya. And this is still just the first
How
page.
can he see it if he's not here?
That's right! Paimon can't wait to see the picture book when it's all finished. We should finish it as soon as possible and keep up the belief and hope in our hearts.
Mm-hmm. I'm starting to look forward to it as well. So let's get the show on the road and head...
Yay! Thelxie's fantastic adventures begin now!
Prince's country. General Crab. Hey, diddle. Okay, wait, no, that's probably something else. The cow jumped over the fish. Now I must remember to look for materials along the way. That's a shell, but it's not a material. Oh, I see.
Look! Those are materials that we can use for the crown, right? Let's get some for Fremine.
Material, what is that? Inscribed shell. Those pools that were his eyes, nothing of his bones that do fade. Those inscribed shells are quite suspicious. One more material.
These should be enough. I knew you'd have a knack for finding the best materials. We shouldn't need anything else to head to the Kingdom of Water Imps.
Whoa! Is that the entrance to the underwater ruins ahead?
Assaulting the Water Imp Kingdom. At a challenge. Water slimes. That'll probably just work. Wow.
So these are the underwater ruins that Fremine found. They're pretty amazing, but still not exactly the kind that Paimon was imagining.
This is the kingdom of water imps, Paimon, not
Oh,
ruins.
yeah, Paimon knows. It's just... Paimon thought we'd actually see a fairy tale world.
I'm sorry. I was hoping to put up some decorations, but ran out of...
It's okay.
Whoa, someone's already switched into fantasy mode.
Seems like the travelers already got the gist of things. You should do your best too, Paimon.
Don't underestimate Paimon. Paimon can flip the switch too. Now entering Paimon Fantasy Mode! Ahem. Young adventurers, 'tis Paimon, guardian goddess of this land. State your goals and intentions for visiting this nation.
You're wrong fantasy, Paimon.
We are the companions of
I
Prince
mean, it
thelxie, your
works,
divine highness.
kinda.
We have come to help him reclaim the glory that he has lost.
Oh, reclaiming your glory! Thy goddess here has golden glory, silver glory, and bronze glory. Which is it that the prince has lost?
Huh?
What the heck are you on about, Paimon? Did you just break character?
Not at all! This is the goddess's test! Ahem. From your responses, the goddess has concluded that you're all brave adventurers without the taint of greed in your hearts. So please accept the goddess's reward. The goddess will now bestow all 3 types of glory upon you. And as for this prince, the goddess will also bestow upon you the rainbow glory, so your future will always be filled with light.
You too.
My gratitude to your divine highness for such generous blessings. Power is now surging through every part of my body.
Me too. Is this the divine inspiration of legend?
All thanks to the power of goddess Paimon.
Ahem. Now, adventurers, forge bravely ahead and defeat the monsters that have taken over the kingdom. You...
Use Prince thelxie's water imp cannon.
Please be careful, brave adventurers. Just ahead are some evil enemies that have invaded the kingdom of water imps. Here calls...
Heroes of the deep.
Hey! Domestic cleanup! Frost is coming!
Those accursed enemies are back again. Your Highness, please show them what you're made of.
Going under! Getting here!
Out of the drying pan and into the fire.
Nice and spicy. Take flight.
Spice and icy.
Ring cutter. I'm going in.
We're under attack again. It's a Lawitcher of the deep.
There's no need to fear, my friends. His Highness is so strong now that even a diviniture of the deep would pose no threat to him.
Diviniture.
Embrace the ice! Let's light it up!
Nova, get them. Witness the power of the wild. Know my sword. Everybody stand back.
Monkey and in this one and
Domestic cleanup! Hair!
It's finally over. So have we defeated the evil monsters and reclaimed the kingdom of water imps?
Yes, It should now be time for us to attend thelxie's coronation ceremony. The only thing is, I didn't expect this to go so smoothly. I thought it would have taken longer for us to reach the heart of the ruins. It was my mistake. I should have told Fremine earlier that we would also need a crown.
It's all because the Traveler and Goddess Paimon were too strong! We just eradicated all the monsters in one go!
It's okay, Zuria. We can come back again once I've made the crown.
Then I must thank all of you again for taking the time.
thelxie's turning out to be a real expert at fighting!
I don't think there's anything that will be able to stop him. He's like a true prince now.
Yes, I agree as well.
Let's head back to camp for now. I asked the Traveler to search for some materials on...
We can add an update to thelxie's fantastic adventures as well! Now that we've reclaimed the Kingdom of Water Imps, it's time for us to draw some new scenes in the picture book!
Why do I feel like this is all gonna go horribly wrong? I don't know, it's just the feeling.
Zuria and Fremine, why don't we draw the new pages first? Paimon really wants to update the picture book.
You just want to see someone draw Goddess Paimon.
Hey, you didn't have to say it out loud.
No problem. I'm happy to oblige. Then in that case, the story today should go something like this. After overcoming many obstacles, Prince thelxie and his brave companions finally arrived at the entrance to the Kingdom of Water Imps.
Is she wearing a mask? Yes, she is.
At this time, the little fairy in the group, Paimon, revealed her true goddess form to her companions.
Woohoo! The goddess has arrived! She praised the companions for their purity, and to reward them, she bestowed upon them many blessings. And
Bathed under the goddess's glory, the prince and his companions charged into the bastion of evil, chased away the monsters, and rescued the pretty water imps from their imprisonment. The prince finally managed to reclaim his kingdom. But as for the crown...
Oh no, the crown isn't ready yet!
No. The crown was within the prince's reach, but the monsters took it with them as they fled. They haven't given up and are sure to return, but the prince is certain to reclaim the crown the next time they fight. The brilliant rainbow shall descend onto the kingdom once more.
Oh, and Paimon can almost see it all happening now! Whoa, the pages are beautiful!
Thank you, everyone. We've also completed the second page of the picture book now. thelxie's journey is one step closer to its end and the promised coronation. My child, you'll also be able to brighten up when that time comes, right?
Why is she referring to the penguin as her child?
I'm sure he will, Zuria. Who knows? Perhaps the doctor will already have some good news for you when you get back home
Like
today.
a little bit too much.
I sure hope so, Your Divine Highness. Oh, Fremine, about the time you'll need for the crown.
Please don't worry. One day should be more than enough.
Ah, then I must thank you for your hard work. All right, let's rendezvous here in another 2 days' time for our final adventure, okay?
Sounds good to
And
me.
see you in 2 days, my lovely friends.
Alright, it's about time we start heading off too. You've still got some work to do, right, Fremine?
Yeah, I'll need to go to the city shortly to get some parts for the base of the crown. I want to try out a few different designs and choose the one that looks the best.
Yeah, Paimon knew that you didn't often take commissions from others, but Paimon had no idea you'd be so dedicated once you're on the job.
Well, about that.
Well,
It-
Because what?
it's because I hope.
What's the matter? And what's with that look on your face? You're turning
he's a
red.
blushing.
And it looks like you're about to run away and put your helmet on again.
Am I turning red?
Don't tease, Paimon.
All right. We won't bother you anymore for today, Fremine. Let's see.
Okay, thank you.
DJ.
I hope that everyone who's found themselves in a dark place would be able to see something beautiful and experience a miracle for themselves.
That's dark. Ominous, actually, not dark. Swirling vortex. Do these after. Wait until 2 days later. 1, 2. Begin 2 a.m. in the morning.
Today's the final day of thelxie's fantastic adventures. Let's go find Fremine at his
Wow,
camp.
day where everything comes crashing down. Watch.
Hey, Fremine, thelxie.
Actually, I'd be shocked if this has a happy ending now.
Hello, Paimon. Hello, traveler.
Just all the ominous. Again, hinting at things.
Is the crown ready?
Yes, we're just waiting for Zuria now. She hasn't arrived yet.
Then let's wait for her a little while. Or actually, maybe we can go find her. It's not too far from here anyway. Didn't she say she just lives on the hill over there?
Hey, traveler, Paimon.
Oh, and speaking of,
Found you two at long last. I'm so glad that you both are all right.
huh? Why are you here, Miss Delaroche? And what could have happened to us?
What could have happened? That water imp thelxie, of course. After I gave you that commission the other day, I began to get worried and went asking about the boy that went missing.
Oh, that? We've got it all figured out now. The boy you heard about was just Fremine. Even the missing fish was his fault. Don't worry, we'll help you get the fish back as soon as we're done with this job.
Oh, sorry about that. I've been diving in the area recently.
Huh? Fremine diving? No, that's not what happened at all. I've heard a completely different
What?
account. What I was told is that about a month ago, a child tied a bunch of heavy seashells onto his body and walked into this
Oh,
open
no.
stretch of water. He never came back. What could that be if not that water imp's work?
No, it's not what I think it is it?
Are you sure?
100% sure. I've confirmed the account with several veteran fishermen I know. The child was only 8 years old. His name was Lescaut.
No, it is what I
Let's
think
go
it
to
is.
Stray.
No.
Wait, let's go to Stray?
Yeah, that's the name. They say the family took on the name after moving to the city from a place called Stray. Anyway, his mother is a pretty famous art dealer, while his father passed away from an accident many years ago.
That's why she's referring to the penguin as her son.
Well, naturally, his mother was devastated by the incident and fell terribly ill. It's said that she left the court of Fontaine, and no one knows where she's gone.
It can't be, right? Let's go Destre? Zuria Destre? It must be
No,
some sort
Paimon,
of
it's
a
probably exactly what you're
coincidence.
thinking. See, I knew something was gonna go
I'm
wrong.
sorry, miss. We've got to go check on something right now.
Oh, I see. Well, you go on ahead. I just came to make sure that you're both all right. I'll head back then.
Miraculous crown. See, I knew something was gonna go wrong. Did not expect it to be that sad, though. Okay, climb up here. No, I'm just running into the wall now, wait. Go around here. Up here. Ooh, get some stamina. And climb. Let's go see. Why do I feel like we're gonna find something bad here too? Let's see if the story gets any worse.
Excuse us. Is anyone here? Is this Madame Destray's place?
Who are you? I have a patient here who needs quiet bed rest. Please leave us be unless you have anything urgent to
It's
report.
her, isn't it?
This is the residence of Zuria Destri, and I'm Jala Khan, her family doctor. What did you mean by your question just now? Who else could be my patient?
Your patient should be Zuria's son, right? She told us herself that her son had contracted loneliness
I think
syndrome.
she's the one.
No, you're right. Young Master Lescaut did have that illness once upon a
Oh.
time, but he's... Well, the young master's no longer with us. And now the Madame has come down with the same illness. Are you her friends, by any chance?
Your days and breaks
Oh.
of silence.
So, when she had requested time to go out over the past few days, it was so she could spend them with you.
So, if I'm understanding this right, the one who's suffering from uncontrollable delusions is the Madame herself? She believes her son is still alive?
That is correct. When the young master disappeared, she was organizing an art exhibit that she had specifically prepared for him. But since she had to leave the house, she was unable to see her son one last time.
No.
That might have been the trigger for her regret. Or perhaps the family's fall into loneliness and grief was inevitable as soon as the old master passed away. First the son, and then the mother.
But how could that be? She really looked like she had a handle on everything. Her smile was so lovely, and she even told us to stay optimistic. But you're saying she...
Those actions are proof that she can no longer differentiate between fantasy and reality.
Then all the other things that she told us about her son, were those fake too?
No, those were all real. Although they were all things that happened before the young master left us for good. Madame's time has just never moved forward since his passing.
I see. So after her son left, she created a fantasy world where her son was still with her. She was looking for a way to cure his illness when she ran into us.
So how's she now?
She has been in a good mood the past few days, even humming a song when she returned from her stroll. She even began discussing with me the idea of using deliberate guidance to ease the illness. It was all going well, until last night. She spent a whole night staring at the shell the young master left behind, and the words that he had inscribed onto it. Then she
That's
broke
why there's
down
all the
once
other
more.
shells that have the
I prescribed some
inscriptions on.
sedatives, and she's currently resting.
But then what should we do? How can we help her? There has to be
Don't panic, Paimon. Even though this is a devastating piece of news, we must all calm down first. What should we do? I need to think. I need to remember the old house of the hearth and the children who lived in it. Those patients, and what their doctors said back then. What if... Dr. Jalacan, have you seen a picture book? The Madame should have brought it back with her.
Are you thinking about trying the guidance therapy she talked to me about before? Well, it's worth a shot. I'll go get the book.
Yes,
Ooh.
this is it.
We still need to finish the adventure
That's
and the
right.
picture book.
If what Dr. Jean Lacan said was true, the past few days have been very helpful to Zuria. So we should complete this journey. We need to show her that her child has found a happy ending in the world of her dreams.
But wouldn't that just make it harder for her to accept reality?
One must first face reality before accepting it. The Madame has been crushed by her feelings of grief and can no longer...
Right. Before today, I had thought she wanted to use thelxie's fantastic adventures to save her son. But now, I think she might need it to save herself. And if we could complete it, we should be able to give her some feeling of inspiration and closure. Maybe those feelings would be enough to give her some courage to face reality again. There's no time to waste. Let's set off right away.
Waste it. That's very far away. Too far to walk. Okay, wait, I didn't even check if I could just teleport to this thing. Yeah, I can just teleport straight to it. Wait, do I have to go in there? Yes. Wait, what was that saying? Charge into the day of evil. This one. Take the same team. Actually, a little bit different.
We're here again. This is the final part of thelxie's journey, but the most important person is missing.
Everyone, please don't be so down and gloomy. Remember what she told us? If we were to feel troubled, the patient would become anxious as well.
You're right. Paimon needs to smile. If we have to give something to Zuria, it should be our smiles. We have to keep smiling as we finish this adventure. And then she'll be able to recover, right everyone?
I don't think so, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure she will.
Oh! Be careful, brave adventurers. Here come the evil monsters that stole the crown. There!
Time to wipe these freaking things out.
Let's beat them up!
Sakura swirl!
Watch out, everyone! They're coming at us again!
There's no need to fear. Prince thelxie looks stronger than ever today. He must be going all out.
Oh, I switched to Bennett instead of Terminate.
Getting here!
I'm the right man.
Our bond is strong! Coming Santalart! Sumetsu!
Oh, this is the final enemy, right? We'll reclaim the crown for you now, Your Highness.
swirl!
The final enemy has been defeated.
I'm sorry. I have to go. I made a promise to my friends, and I'm already very late.
But, Madame, you're still...
Don't try to stop me. Today's the most important day for treating thelxie. We'll use the guidance method. Didn't you also say that you'd think it'd work?
I'm not trying to stop you, Madame. It's just... Could you tell me the name of your child?
Dr. Jalacan, how can you forget the name of your own patient? His name is thelxie. He's the prince of the kingdom of water imps. We will go today to reclaim his crown and attend his coronation ceremony.
I see. Madame, please rest assured, everything is still on schedule. Your friends have already departed to find... Wait, look. They've already returned.
Zuria! Zuria! We've retrieved the crown!
Paimon, everyone, have you really?
Yes, but the coronation ceremony still hasn't taken place, because we felt like you should be the one to preside over it.
Wonderful, how wonderful! thelxie, my child, are you hearing this?
And the last page of the picture book. It's still waiting for you to illustrate in color.
Right, the picture book. But I don't know what I should put on the last page.
Don't worry, Thelxie and his friends all know what should go on it. Get ready, Zuria. We'll describe everything for you.
Okay.
At last, Thelxie and his friends were able to drive off the final invading monsters and achieve a dashing victory. Their success was complete, and the recovered crown resplendent.
The water imps, finally returning to their homes, showered the prince with love and applause as he greeted them. They once again offered their precious shells to the prince and reconstructed the rainbow bridge of old. As he watched the scene unfold, the prince could not help but be touched by its beauty.
Moved by everyone's happiness, the prince stepped onto the rainbow bridge and took a good look at all the friends who had gone on the journey with him. There stood the traveler, Goddess Paimon, Fremine, and... Where's the last person? The prince looked frantically around, but could not find the person he wanted to see most. At that moment, the person suddenly appeared on the other side of the bridge. She walked towards him with a smile and slowly lifted her veil.
The prince could not hold back his tears. He recognized then that the mysterious person that had been by his side the whole time was none other than his mother. Zuria walked across the bridge and placed the crown above the prince's head. She smiled down upon him as she said, "My prince, my king, you shall never, ever need to feel lonely again."
That's the end of the story, Zuria.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am so sorry, my child. Maman should have spent more time with you. Maman loves you too.
What's happening? Is Zuria talking to Thelxie?
Quick, put on my diving helmet. There's a transcription module in it that's compatible with thelxie's output signals. You should be able to use it to understand what Thelxie's saying.
When he walks up, Jin puts his helmet. No, I wanted to see that. That's what Thelxie's saying.
Maman loves you too.
But I love you more, Mamo.
Wait, what is this?
What? Did you see something?
Maman, I'm getting a little sleepy. If it's time for bed, can you hum a lullaby to me again? Of course, my dearest child. As long as you want to hear it, Mama will always hum for you. Thank you, Maman. Your lullaby has always been my favorite. Now that I've heard it, I can return to my dream and to the kingdom of water imps and... My poor darling. Please don't forget. I will always love you. My love is greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps. I won't forget, Maman. And so is my love for you. Greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps. Good night, Maman.
Oh, jeez.
Traveler, Paimon, you're here.
Wait, I can't read it.
Fremine, why did you call us in such a hurry? Did you hear something from Zuria? Oh, if it's not good news, Paimon doesn't want to hear it.
Don't worry, it's definitely great news. The Madame came here for a visit just now with her doctor. Color has returned to her cheeks, and she sounded full of energy as she said she'd like to return to the court to continue hosting the art exhibit. But this time, she'll work with her doctor to exhibit some picture books related to the illness. Of course, thelxie's fantastic adventures and the guidance therapy will be included in the exhibit as well. She'd like to use her experience to help others.
I can't believe this freaking game made me have actual tears. Jeez.
That's wonderful. So it wasn't bad news after all.
Mm-hmm. Here, please take this picture book with you. The Madame wanted you to have it. If, at some point in the future, you were to run into someone with similar troubles, she hopes the book would be of use to you.
But this is her son's story, right? Is it really okay to give the book to us?
Don't worry, it's just a copy. She still has the original. It's extremely important to her.
Alright, then there's no problem. It feels good knowing we've contributed to something important. Paimon definitely didn't expect the fantasy adventure to be so useful.
Paimon, do you know what the Madame said? She said that at the moment when she placed the crown on thelxie's head, she felt like she really saw something beautiful. Her child had returned, and he told her that he loved her. She also said that was when she was finally able to bid farewell to her son. She felt like at that moment, she was healed by some mystical power, and she was filled with courage from head to toe.
Oh, really? But could that just be another part of her fantasy?
Perhaps. But if fantasy is just fantasy, and the fantasy world is not real, then how could it still grant us these powers that we can continue to use in the real world?
So perhaps fantasy is not just fantasy after all.
Well, what else could it be?
A descent of the fairy tale world into the real world. At that time, the wondrous fairy tale temporarily became reality and influenced real things in our world. You saw it too.
What? That can't be what happened, right? There's just no way. Wouldn't it be like a miracle if that really happened?
Yes, I suppose that would be a miracle. I hope that everyone who's found themselves in a dark place would be able to see something beautiful and experience a miracle for themselves.
Claim that. Oh wait, no, I should have switched to the ones that don't have friendship XP. It's looking like I think I'll do the event parts either tomorrow. Yeah, I think I'll do them tomorrow. I don't know actually. Maybe I'll do them now. Let me just claim this.
Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra.
Okay, return to that. See how far I do. Well, this one is the motherboard troubleshooting. That one did not look too difficult. Start. Okay, so like that. Next. Oh, okay, wait, they can't. They can't intersect. Next. Next. No, this way. Oh, no, 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 that. Ooh, actually. I see. I see. Reset this one. Actually. Reset. I can't do this. Because then how am I gonna just go in a circle? Oh, I'm overthinking this. I think I've got it. No, no, no. Yeah, I think I'm overthinking this. Can't move these. You see now, cannot go that way. Yes. But you see, there's the issue with that one. I mean, that works, but then. See now. You can't do. No. Oh, I'm trying to join the wrong one to the wrong one. That's what's going on. Okay. Let's go here. Then yeah, I think that should be long enough. Oh wait, that's not gonna switch. That's gonna switch. Wait, not okay. It needs to be. That will run through there, then it will switch over. Okay, so yeah, straight. Let's see what happens. Yeah, no, I thought that was gonna happen. See if I lengthen this one by a little bit. No. But that one can go there, but as soon as this one comes down, maybe make it a lot longer. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think it needs to be that long. Try again, let me shorten it a bit. I think That might be long enough. I don't think I could get it much shorter than that. Okay, this one. Let's just see that. There's no way that's gonna work. Gonna hit these two at the same time, we're just gonna flip them both. So you need to walk. No, that's gonna flip both. You walk, flip that one down to here. And you, let's see. No, I thought that was gonna happen. Lengthen that one. Needs to be one longer, I think. Okay, I don't think that one can get any shorter than that. Okay, so you come down here. Just join everything up and take a look at it. Okay, no, definitely not like that. Now that's a 4 straight part. Okay, that doesn't actually make sense. How am I supposed to... Okay, is there a way to avoid using that? Okay. That kind of makes sense. Let's see if this goes down here. This is gonna switch way before, so this needs to get longer. No, I think it needs to be one longer. That'd work. No, that one needs to get longer. They're gonna end up at the same place. Let me see that now. No, okay. This actually needs to be shorter. This is the one that needs to get longer. Okay, it can get shorter by one more. Okay. No, not that way, this way. No, no, I don't want to try again. I want to go to the next one.
It is like a tea leaf.
Oh, I've done them all. That's why I can't go to the
Only
next
those who
one.
sample it many times. Can appreciate.
Is this? What's this one?
Its true quality.
No, there's like no activated teleport points nearby. What freaking weird lag is that? I think I need to restart my PC. Doesn't mean restart it in days. May explain the lag. Okay, that's I have no idea where this teleport weapon is. Oh, right there. Right there in front of me. Okay, let me get to this thing. Where is it? There it is. The conch. I know how this works. I don't know what that was. Let me just get this in case I need it. Hey. And where's the last one? Over there. Oh, maybe not the last one, the second one. The heck is this? Something more was obtained. Okay, that one is in an easier to get to place. Place with all the teleport waypoints activated. Well, not all of them, but most of them. Ooh, I thought I was gonna clip the edge then. Got it. this one and this one. What is trying to attack me? Got it. Up that. They're gonna be in the most awkward places, aren't they? Switch characters, so no, don't run out of HP. Hey, that can't get rid of that thing apparently. No! Where? Must be swimming around. Seriously, where the heck is the last one? Oh, it's up. And now for the final one. The fighting one. Let's not take a half-dead character.
Don't tell me they did it.
Let's do that just to make sure. Okay, there's actually trial characters. Problem is I don't know how to play the trial characters. I wonder if my characters will be healed. Let's just see how that goes.
Take flight! Everybody stand back!
You're toast!
Let me weave you a verse. Rain outline. Kamisato art. Sumetsu! Hip! Yeah! My apologies! Ha! Ha!
Yeah!
Ha!
Nice and spicy!
I'm going in! Whirling snow!
Spice and nicey.
Witness the power of Gugwa! Huh? Hup! Body and mind. Sakura swirl! Yeah! Yeah! Everybody stand back! Rain cutter!
Boba, get them!
Kamisato art! Sumetsu! My apologies! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Need to remember to use the dang buff. The dang thelxie thing.
Let me weave you a verse. Know my soul! Embrace the ice! Everybody stand back!
Out of the frying pan! You're toast!
Witness the power of
Don't
Sakura
think
swirl!
this gonna be enough.
Whirling snow!
Come on, where are they? Here they are.
Yeah!
No, that was just short. Try again. Quicker. Again. Faster this time.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Nice and spicy!
Let me weave you a verse. Huh? Hup. Kamisato art. Sumetsu. Take flight. I'm going in.
Boba, get them!
Rain cutter. Let's light it up.
Eat this!
Sakura swirl. Everybody stand back. Let me weave you a verse. Rain out. My apologies.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Teamwork is dreamwork. Embrace the ice. Take flight. Witness the power. I'm going in.
You're toast!
My apologies. Let me read you a verse. Kamisato art. Sumetsu. Whirling snow. Everybody stand back.
No, I'm gonna end just short again.
Embrace the ice.
5-3, okay. Let's stage. Let's see. Let's make it a bit harder and see. I will try this. Just because I kind of know how to play her, but I'm not sure about Haytham. I think Haytham plays like a Ching. Maybe, I don't know. See,
Now you shall
I
perish.
think this.
Shine down.
This.
My apologies. Sakura swirl. Take flight.
Torn to oblivion.
Whirling snow. Unthinkable.
Let's see how
There
much.
is no escape.
Make it this more. I've got to use thelxie.
Take flight. Coming to art. So that's gonna hurt in the morning. Everybody stand back.
Now you shall perish. Shine down.
My apologies. Going in. Embrace the ice. You're toast.
Torn to oblivion.
Take flight.
Illusion shattered.
Nice and spiky. Teamwork is dreamwork. Whirling snow.
This feels like it's taking longer, but it could just be.
Sakura swirl. Let's light it up.
That's worse. Let's try with the 4 times with the characters I was using.
Off we go. I'm going in. Witness the power of Gua. No, my apologies. Embrace the ice. Whirling snow. Let me leave you a My apologies. Teamwork is dreamwork. Sakura swirl. Nova, get them. Eat this. Take flight. Rain cutter. Going in. My apologies. Embrace the ice. Take flight. Rain outlines your fate. Let me read you a verse. Nice and spicy. Let's light it up. My apologies. You're toast. Teamwork is dreamwork. Take flight. Coming to art. Sumetsu. Rain cutter. No, my sword. My apologies. Embrace the ice. Going in.
No, that's a little closer, but again, faster. Actually, I have an idea.
Adventure time! Teamwork is dreamwork! Lightning terrified! Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines you.
The process of elimination.
Everybody stand back! Rain cutter! Yeah! I'll settle this! Stand with me!
I can't tell you that this is going any better.
Our bond is strong! Rain outlines your fate.
Scatter.
Let me weave you a verse. Going in! Dissipate! Lightning terrified!
Here you are.
Our bond is strong!
The process of elimination.
Witness the power of good one. Stand with me.
And whenever I use trial characters, I do so much worse. I haven't tried that yet. That would be fun if that works.
Take flight. Teamwork is dreamwork. You're toast. Let me weave you a verse. Know my sword. Coming to art. Sometsu. I'm going in.
Boba, get them!
Witness the power of Goop. My apologies. Take flight. Sakura swirl. Everybody stand back. Rain cutter. Rain outlines your whirling snow. Kamisato art. Sometsu. Teamwork is dreamwork. Witness the power of Gugwa.
You're toast!
Oh jeez, I was trying all that, and all I needed to do was pick
Take flight.
the one times. Multiplier.
Whirling snow. Everybody stand back.
8,000. Okay, select stage. Go to the next one. I know how you play. I know how you play. Don't have any supports for either of you though. Let's just try that. Actually, I should have taken the shield.
That's close enough.
Lucky today. Toast! Our bond is strong. Out of my way.
The tides beckon. Silence!
That's close enough. That's close enough. That's following orders.
Be sanctified.
Where do you think you're going? That's close enough.
New punch. Lucky today. Teamwork is dreamwork. I'll settle this. Stand with me.
Settle down.
You are not.
The tides beckon.
Finally. Everybody stand back.
Out of the frying pan. Eat this! Well,
You're coming as we're told.
I'm dead.
Eternal!
Finally. Some
You're coming as we're told.
Be sanctified.
finally.
You're coming as we're told.
Finally. Some teamwork is dreamwork. Lightning terrified.
Silence!
You're coming as we're told.
You're toast!
The tides beckon.
Finally. Some target practice.
Bow your head.
Finally.
You're coming as we're told.
Finally. Everybody stand back. Dissipate.
You're coming as we're told.
Be sanctified.
Finally. Some target practice.
Silence!
You're coming with...
Okay, select stage. The next one. Let's just use these. You and something for a reaction. I don't know, vaporize.
Another test subject.
Booba, get them!
As one with wind and cloud.
Shower me with praise! Let the world collide!
Settle down. The tides beckon.
Let's switch to that.
Silence!
You're toast!
Clouds high. The birds call. One with nature.
Settle down. Let the mighty be humbled.
Strike a pose! Let my name echo in song!
Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Silence! Another test. Be sanctified.
Let the world
fall!
Let my name echo in song!
Bow your head. Another let the mighty be humbled. Use your gods. Settle down.
Hey, 14k. Select stage. The last one. Okay, no, not. Can you use him now? Well, it depends how they built him. Ah, let's use him.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Witness the power of Gawa! Let the world collide!
Let's begin. This could get a little chilly.
I'm going in! Rain cutter! Time to shine!
Away now. Stay cool. Face your guilt.
It's going pretty well.
Let's begin.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Know my sword! Let the world collide!
Away now.
Everybody stand back! Let me weave you a verse. Let my name echo in song!
Have a safe trip. A moment, please.
I'm going in! Rain outlines your fate. Yoo-hoo! Time to shine!
This could get a little chilly.
Let my name echo in song! Rain cutter! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Okay. And thus that concludes thelxie's fantastic adventure. Make sure all of these are done. I just haven't claimed them yet. Yep, those are all done. All done. All done. Just not claimed yet. Wait. Apparently I didn't do number 1. Nilu. Nilu.
Witness the power of Gawa!
Fry!
Eat this!
This is order.
Here! All eyes on me! Catch this!
Care for the dance?
No, my sword! You're toast!
Order guide you. Gather.
With all my strength! This dance is for you!
Care for the dance? Care for the dance?
No, don't climb up the pillar.
Let me weave you a bird. Positions!
Another test.
All eyes on me!
Care for the dance?
Killjoy! We've only just begun. This is order.
Witness the power of Gua.
Care for the dance?
This dance is for you! With all my strength!
The timing of it.
You're toast!
Order guide you.
Care for the dance?
Dance with me! Here!
Care for the dance?
All eyes on me! Ring cutter!
You crumble.
Care for the
This is order.
care for
Oh, that was short. Okay, select stage. Let's see. They want me to use that though.
Another test subject.
Let me weave you a bird. Our bond is strong. I'll settle this. This dance is for you.
care for the dance?
Make yourselves at home.
Care for the dance?
Another test subject.
Committed to the...
Out of my way! Know my sword!
Another test
Witness the
subject.
power! Stand with me! Positions!
This way, turn a little.
Care for the dance?
Dance! All eyes on me!
Another test subject.
Share my knowledge.
Killjoy! We've only
I'll
just
settle
begun.
this! Our bond is strong!
Care
Go,
for
go, go.
Another test subject.
care for the
This way,
dance?
turn a little. The Temple of Wisdom.
You can't run!
Let me weave you a bird.
Grow, grow, grow.
Care for the dance?
Share my knowledge. Committed to memory.
Care
Stand
for
with
the
me!
dance?
Rain outlines your fate. Ring cutter! All my strength! This dance is for you! I'm getting sick!
Care for the
This
dance?
way, turn a little.
Dance with me!
Yeah.
Dissipate!
Care for the dance?
Committed to memory.
Dance with
Temple of
me.
Wisdom. Yeah.
Job.
No, that's even worse. Let me just do it like this.
Everybody
Another test.
Stand back! Boba, get them! Eat this!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night! The wind knows me.
Care for
Embrace
care
us!
for a dance.
Take flight!
Care for a dance.
I'm going in!
Care for a dance.
Clouds high, the birds call! Wind strike!
Care for a dance. Care for a dance.
My apologies! Yeah! Yeah!
Care for a dance. Care for a dance. Dance with me!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night! Into the wind!
Care for a dance. Care for a
Snow.
dance.
Another test subject.
Coming out to art!
Care for a dance.
One with nature!
Dance with me!
Clouds high, the birds...
My apologies! I'm going in!
Care for a dance. Care for a dance.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Eat this!
Care for a dance.
Everybody stand back!
Dance with me!
Stop for a swirl! Take
Care for
flight!
Care for a dance. Dance with me!
My apologies!
Care for a dance.
Nice and spicy! You're toast! I'm going in!
Into the wind!
Care for a dance.
Clouds high, the birds call!
Whirling snow!
Care for a dance.
Okay, that's completed it. That concludes both thelxie's Fantastic Adventures and the stream. So ending now. And bye.